Today, I'm going to provide a film review of Soldier Boy, which is based on the true story of the youngest warrior in World War II. Beware of spoilers. The movie begins with a family in Russia enjoying their time by a river. The youngest member, Sergei Aleshkov, boasts about his bravery when German fighter jets suddenly appear. Despite his family's instructions to hide, Sergei defiantly uses a slingshot to strike and destroy the jets. However, when he turns around, he realizes his family has disappeared. Sergei wakes up from this dream, frightened, and calls out for his mother. Just then, there's a knock on his door, but it's not his mother, it's a panicked neighbor woman who informs him of his family's death. Unable to comprehend this news, Sergei wants to wait for his mother, but the woman urges him to escape because of the German attack. Soldiers approach the house, and the woman helps Sergei escape through a window but is killed before she can join him. Now alone and without family or friends, the 6-year-old boy flees as his neighborhood burns behind him. He desperately calls for his mother but to no avail. Exhausted, hungry, and lost, Sergei finds himself in the middle of the woods. He calls out for his mother, but no one answers. That night, he stays in the jungle, and the next morning, he encounters enemy soldiers near a river. Sergei hides inside the roots of a tree, fearing the soldiers more than a nearby snake. After the soldiers leave, he scavenges their leftover food and devours it. However, after 2 days of not having a proper meal, the little boy is exhausted. Despite falling down and limping, he continues walking. Along the way, he discovers wild berries and eats them. Suddenly, an explosion startles him from behind, causing him to feel dizzy and hallucinate someone approaching. Despite his condition, Sergei remains brave and claims to have a rifle, showing no fear. He continues limping forward but eventually falls unconscious. While he's asleep, 2 soldiers find him and bring him to the Russian army base, where Commander Kuznetsov waits for his patrol soldiers. They bring the injured and weak boy to him, and when the soldiers claim to be on his side, Sergei introduces himself, shaking the commander's hand. The soldiers develop an affectionate bond with the little boy, treating him as their own. They provide him with food, water, and care. Sergei's wounds are dressed by a nurse named Katya, who is charmed by him. The boy expresses his desire to be a soldier when he grows up and shows fascination with the commander's gun and badge. The commander answers all his questions and even lets him play with the honorary pistol after removing the bullets. Sergei proudly shows off the tank drawn on his stomach and boasts about being a soldier himself. Although he quickly heals, the commander initially plans to send Sergei to an orphanage for his safety. However, the soldiers spend their free time with him, bringing him food from their families and letting him play with their binoculars. One soldier approaches the commander, requesting that the boy stay with the battalion due to their strong connection and the positive impact Sergei has on them. Eventually, the commander changes his mind and asks Sergei to stay, becoming his adoptive father. The soldiers joyfully find little soldier clothes for Sergei, and he begins to be called Little Soldier Boy. During a German air attack on the battalion, the soldiers ensure Sergei's safety and engage in battle. Sergei helps by supplying ammunition and reading letters to injured soldiers, providing them with joy and laughter. The commander and Katya, the nurse, share an unspoken attraction but do not confess their feelings. Sergei informs the commander about his role as an orderly in the battalion, and the boy learns to pay respects to fallen soldiers. Given the task of distributing letters among the soldiers, Sergei efficiently completes it and even makes them dance. One day, while playing with binoculars, Sergei spots German spies hiding in a haystack. The spies are captured, and the boy is praised for his intelligence. Later, the commander shows Sergei the adoption papers, officially making him his son. To repay the commander's kindness, Sergei tries to help him confess his love to Katya. However, they mistakenly believe she is interested in someone else. The base is attacked again, and Sergei assists the soldiers by supplying ammunition, although he is urged to seek shelter due to the danger. When he discovers a soldier sent to fix a broken phone connection has been fatally wounded, Sergei takes it upon himself to fix the wires, thus saving the day. The commander finally confesses his love to Katya, but their conversation is interrupted by a dispatch order. The soldiers, including Sergei, leave for a new base, but encounter a minefield on the way that causes casualties. The commander is injured, and Sergei mourns the loss of a close friend. They carry the injured soldiers and continue their journey. Upon reaching the new base, they meet the commanding general, who is impressed by Sergei's ambition and congratulates the commander. The division and the boy are awarded a guard's banner, and Sergei promises to defend his country when given his badge. The base is brutally attacked, trapping the commander under the ruins. Sergei cries for his father and helps rescue him with the assistance of other soldiers. The next day, he approaches an injured commander, offering his help. Sergei has become an inseparable part of the team, as he doesn't have any family besides them and accompanies them wherever they go in the war. The movie concludes with the regiment moving to another base, and a narrator highlights Sergei's participation in the Stalingrad battle and his journey to Poland with the soldiers. He is now recognized as the world's youngest soldier, and his legendary story of bravery is known worldwide.